Blarla. Hello Peeps and welcome back to Good Company. Welcome back to PEEP where we, in the last episode, are designing a brand new console, the Master ReacTen. And we've set up a nice little area here for them to start producing the new case for it. We've stopped production everywhere else so that we can start trying to get a new production line going, because it's going to be completely different. But I wanted to work out what I was going to do next, and I think I have decided. So out of all the modules that we're going to be using, we have these more simple modules, and they're all going to be required in order to build the more complex models, these ones with the purple background. So I think what I'm going to do, and a lot of these simple modules require a lot of raw resources, so I think what I'm going to do is try and move a lot of those into around this area, around here, to keep things nice and simple for them. One of them being that we do need to retain this production here of the plastic cases. So let's move this away, and I'm going to, oh look, it actually blocks that door there. I could do it, no I can't. Okay, let's put it, it's not a lot of space kicking around. It really isn't. Shall we? Because I'm also looking at this production here. This production here. We've got two lots of circuit boards here. So what I might do is actually try and get these. Oh look, and this one as well. What I might try and do is actually try and get them down here. So we're going to try and create a little bit more room. That can actually be pushed all the way up to there. Okay, let's move all of these out the way. That's what we're going to do. Excellent. That's it. Gonna make it really annoying for everyone. There we go. Get everything out of the way. Do you know, we might also keep two of these circuit board things going. We had two before, so let's assume that we might need two again. Not sure, but yeah, we might consider it. So the first one I'm going to set up, let's just move these over here, is the plastic casing. So maybe we'll try and keep that around here. I'm trying to think of the best layout, but I just don't think there is one. So here we are. I don't know what used to be their shelf now. I think actually it might have been this one. Let's see here. Yeah, they were getting the plastic from this shelf. I'm going to get them, I think, a new shelf for the moment. We won't worry about it for the moment. It's just a plastic input, so we won't worry about it for the moment. Now, what's involved with this one? So this takes plastic parts and electronic parts to produce these. So this is a nice little carry-on line here, isn't it? So if we move this next to it, there we go. Excellent. Now, these simple circuits take plastic and metals, so they're not too bad either. So they can be huddled into this little corner as well. These are a little bit more complicated. They support each other. And we have two of these. Although we could, out of interest, this item here, I'd like to see, let's have a look, module, circuit boards. No, you're not going to tell me. What a nightmare. Okay, maybe I need to come into here. Yeah, no, I want to see. Yeah, okay, we can reduce it. I might get rid of the second circuit board table and upgrade it to a chemistry table. That's, I think, what I'm going to do. that's what I'm going to do. I always forget which buttons do what. So let's get rid of that. And also this, I suppose. Let's get rid of that. And in its place, we shall buy a chemistry table and stick it there. Excellent. Circuit boards. There we are. And let's bring this shelf back, because this used to be a shelf over here. Now that wasn't, so I think we might buy them a new shelf here. There. Or do we put one in the center? It might be too much. It might be too much. So look, we've got all these in here, which we don't really need anymore. Not in this shelf anyway. Let's have a look. If we come into logistics and break those connections. Yeah. Break those connections. And this is a brand new shelf. So what we'll need to do is just come over to here and pull these out. Don't want these in here anymore. Excellent. Which means I can now, yeah. That's taken up 2. That's taken up 1. We could give that 2. That's taken up 1. We could give that 2. We might not want to do that actually. Let's just break all this. Let's just break all this. Let's break it all. What is this plastic? Where? What connection do I need to bust for that? I don't know. Let's bust all these. Separate it all. Excellent. I'm sure we're going to need more plastic parts up the production line, but that's what these logistic people walking around with these points are going to be for. I'm not going to worry about it right now. So let's start this process again. So we are definitely going to need plastic into this shelf, which is from here. So that's great. So plastic in, plastic to here, and then the plastic parts go back. Excellent. That's that table. Then this table is going to need these electronic parts. So again, let's just say, yeah, from there. And then you take, oh, what's this saying? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Okay. Get your electric parts from, yeah, this shelving unit here. Get them from there along with your plastic parts. And then that's fine. Put what you produce back in there. What? What's the problem? Why? Why not? Can we not? Why can we not put those? Oh, there's too much. We've got too much in here, right? Okay. I see. We've already got 500 plastic parts in this shelving unit. Just taking up a bit more space than I'd like. Let's take a bunch of those out. Okay. Oh, I knew this was going to be a nightmare. Okay. Now, let's reduce down, yeah, a slot for that. So with the dot in it, it means that this area, you can see, is occupied. Actually, it's got a key for it down there. It is currently occupied. And then orange is what we've got selected. So we can see that we now have 3 spare places. So now we can move this in and it takes up a whole slot of its own. It's just an empty orange because this is where it can go on the shelf, but there currently aren't any in there. I suspect there's plenty on shelves over here though. Oh, actually, that one's empty. If we come across any, we should probably bring them back to here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be producing those. Now, this chemistry table, I'd like it to have its own shelf. So it's going to need plastic. It's going to need metal, which so he can take it from this shelf, and then his circuits can be finished and shelved back on the shelf. So we've got a nice little setup here for these low-level components. Now then. Blimey. Nightmare. Let's start working out these next low-level components. There's not a lot of room here, is there? Which is a bit of a shame. But I'm wondering if we could move them in, because this takes bare metal and this just takes the rods. So this is 2 benches together that we might be able to move over here and make use of. So maybe if we shoved him there, but then where's the shelf going to go? Do you know what I mean? It's very, very cramped here. We could do this. Very, very cramped. Sort of they take up a bit too much room like this, don't they? In this little corner. But they do need to work diligently together, these two. So, you know, they do need to work together quite nicely. We really don't have the room for them right now, which is a bit frustrating. Let's move these out, these assembly desks, giving us the opportunity to move all this up. Get rid of that logistics thing for the moment as well. Just give us some more space, guys. Just give us some more space. Okay. That would be great. Excellent. Because I definitely want them to work together. We have no room over here. No room at all. So we could probably put these 2 guys here, like this. Maybe we could do that. And they are going to need a shelf also. Let's see. Maybe we could give them a corner shelf. Like this. Yeah. Okay, and then in logistics, let's see here. Let's break their current connections. It's all going to change anyway. Let's just break all that. Okay. So, into this little corner shelf, metal will need to be shipped in. Fine. And then he'll take those out for his rod production. Then they'll pick up the rods from there, and then they'll shove the screws into there. Excellent. That's pretty cool. And again, we should be able to upgrade these benches if we really need to. Leaving us a little bit of opportunity for some pretty things. Although there's not a lot of pretty things to pop down. So I think we'll just do something like this for now. Excellent. Okay. Don't know what we're going to do with this space, but this is where we are with this. Which is pretty cool. We've got a couple of spare benches over there. Oh, so what next? What next on this crazy... Look at the mess. Look at the mess. Don't worry, we'll get it sorted. I know it's all so awful, but you just got to remain calm. We must remain calm. So we know that this has been taken care of. The windowed case has absolutely been taken care of. But now we need to look at the production line of each of these items, don't we? To get them as quickly as possible through to the other end. So let's look at the monophone speaker. That is, out of all of these sort of more advanced modules, it looks to me that, apart from the battery setup, this is the only one taking really basic materials to make. So I think this is what's going to be next. The monophone speaker is what I'm interested in producing next. And this setup that we have over here are the tables that we're interested in pulling down to here. This is what we're interested in. And they do have some shelves. that they are using also. So let's try and produce a little extra room over here. Get out of it. Yeah, so that we can see what on earth we are doing over here. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's happening, including me. Okay. Just get all that away from us. We don't want to see these things. No, we don't. So, okay. Let's wedge them down here. Let's wedge them down there, shall we? And what we might need to do, actually, is put a single gap between them. Okay, let's pull these shelves away. Now, let's see. What is this? This is the beeper. And this is the monophone speaker, right? This is the one that needs to go in the final machine, I believe, which is up here. Monophone speaker. Excellent. That's fantastic. So these are the boys that we need to sort out. And look at all the things that they need. So let's get a shelf. What's in this shelf? Ah, look, this might have been one of their shelves from before that they were using. And what's in this shelf? Ah, this shelf looks great. Let's break a bunch of these connections. But this shelf looks largely, yeah, the one it had before. Look at that. It is pretty much what it was before. So this is actually a corner unit right now, isn't it? Okay. We've got him a corner unit. Not ideal. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. I might swap him out. Might get him a new shelf. One of these. Might go with one of those. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We don't want that. We want logistics. Oh, and you're shipping out to there. Forget about it. Forget about it. Here's your shelf now. So, you're going to need electronic parts to be shipped into here, which is great. You are going to need plastic parts to be moved over to here. And you're also going to need circuit boards. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. And then you're going to send your goods into there. So you're going to take them from this shelf. Okay. And then stick the beeper on this shelf. Fantastic. Then here. Now this guy is currently working from this corner shelf here. Which actually isn't too bad, even in that location. This is fairly okay. This shelf. Look at it. Yeah, so let's break some of these connections. Break that. Break that. Let's break that. Okay, and break that for the minute. So this belongs to this desk. Now he could, yeah, see the plastic isn't available from here, the screws or anything. They are now putting their screws over to here in this one. And we don't really want him to walk over there to pick up screws and then walk to somewhere else. I mean, he's going to be picking up his beeper from here already. You know, we don't want him walking around too much. So do we give him... Oh, this is tricky. Maybe what we should do, maybe what I should have done is... See this shelf over here? Maybe we should do it differently. Oh, I've forgotten which one it is now. This one, I think. And what if we stuck that there? Not in reach. Don't know what you're talking about. Probably because this shelf has a load of stuff on it, but yeah. So these are all broken connections. Okay, so let's break these connections. Let's start this again. Because it's not going to work very well. So let's just get rid of this. And this. And this. Although, maybe leave that there. So his starting shelf, I'm thinking, might be this one here. So he won't need metal. So we need to pull the metal out of there. Right, okay, let's... Where am I? Here I am. Let's go and grab the metal out of this shelf. Don't need that. Don't want that. Okay. Fantastic. Right. So the circuits can come from here. The electronic parts will be delivered from there. The plastic parts will be delivered from there. So now he can pick them from this shelf instead. Like that. And then when he has finished it, he puts it on this shelf here. Okay, so now this guy can pick up his beeper from there. And what we'll do, we've now got the room in this shelf to get him other bits. So we'll get them to deliver screws over to here. And we'll also get them to deliver plastic over to here, like so. And now he can take not just the beeper, but also the screws and the plastic. We're going to need a lot of people working in logistics. Indeed we are. And what we will do, I think, yeah, is break a bunch of connections from here. Like this. We are going to move his old shelf. Corner shelf. Like this. I think. We'll move his shelf to there. Okay, and let's come back into logistics a minute. So that he can pop it into there. Have we broken these connections? We have. So what I now need to do is go and pick up these items because it's driving me nuts. Let's pull them out of there. That and that. Like that. There we go. Okay. So now his shelf is clear and ready. There we go. Excellent. And what we can do is actually come over here and put some screws in there and some beepers and some plastic. Might as well. And while we're at it, look, I've got other bits. I've got some metal sheets that they can have, and actually that's fine. Okay, you know. Okay. Oh, this is slow, isn't it? This is a slow old process. What we might do is start assigning some people to these benches as well, so we can start reducing all these snoring signs. You know, because we're spending most of the time paused anyway. So, look, there they are. They can get started, and you know what? We can do a similar sort of thing over here. So we could get you working on that, and you could come work on this, and you could come work on this if you can get there. I mean, that's a whole nother story. Now, the logistics part of this, we need to make sure that all these shelves are within reach of logistics, because we don't actually have anybody buy raw resources. That's okay. I think we're going to pop that there. Now, how many people are actually working on? Nobody at the moment. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do, I think we will put on, we'll start with, oh, I can't, it's not quite, there we go. We'll start with 2 on there. There we go. And I think we'll also get another logistics point over so that we're covering the incoming zone as well. I think that's what we'll do. And is there anyone working on this? No, of course there's not, because I've removed them all. So we'll put a couple of people on this logistic point as well. Okay. Ooh, okay, all right. Very, very early part of the process. We're getting there though. We are achieving things, believe it or not. We are achieving things. So now, next up, do we go for, look, this does circuit boards and plastic parts, which we know is at the other end of the process. This takes integrated circuits and circuit boards, and these take a bunch of all the basic materials down there. So maybe I just start producing these in order. This will take an LED matrix. Okay, the LED matrix. What's involved in an LED matrix? To try and get an idea of how long the production line is going to be, the LED array. So we can see all this sort of stuff is being produced over here. I've moved all the desks over there. And then an LED array is pretty simple. Up to there. And then this. Okay, so I think we might do this next. We're looking at another 3 benches for this production line. We're going to start, we're currently producing a lot of simple modules here. We're going to start getting into our more complex modules. We've got a bunch of tables producing them over here. So this is our LED array, which we know we like. So and we want, so let's grab it. Let's grab this LED array bench. Then we know we're going to want to upgrade that to this LED matrix, but then we're going to want to produce it into I'm in the bleeding way. We're going to want to then produce it into this. Okay, I think that's correct. Let's make sure that all connections to these things are... Actually, we won't do that just yet. Here we go. Right, let's start simple. So this first bench here is attached to no shelf at the moment. Actually, is attached to no shelf. So let's get it a brand spanking new one. Let's stick it there. Look at this plant all in the way. We might move this plant to here. There we go. Okay. Logistics. So, LED production, eh? We are going to need somebody to bring electric parts over to this shelf, so that whoever works at this bench can pick them up directly from there, and then he's going to ship back his LED arrays. Brilliant. Jobs are good. And now over here, we can see that they've got LED arrays over here, and electric parts and circuit boards. This shelf over here. Interesting. Has a lot of good stuff on it. But we're going to change this. We're going to want whoever is at this bench here to take stuff from this shelving unit here. We're going to want him to take his electronic parts and his LED arrays. Now we need somebody to deliver circuit boards to here. Circuit boards are being produced down here somewhere. They're being shipped out to here. So somebody needs to bring them into there so that he can have them. And then let's see here. I'm wondering if we can do it all in the same shelf, because I'm lazy. Not sure. Look at all this. Here's another good shelf full of interesting and good stuff. Okie dokies. So this bench is next. Can we? Should we? Don't know. You're not hooked up to anything, because this is already getting those and that. So we would just need to add plastic parts. Ugh. We would just need to add plastic parts, which are being shipped out to... Oh no, where are they? Yeah, they are. They're being shipped out to here, aren't they? Yeah, coming in. So we could get some plastic parts shipped over to here. And it just so happens that I have a whole bleeding bunch of them on me. So I can just stick a load in there, right? Oh. What's... Is it because this bench is in the way? Is it blocking things? You're not happy. Right, okay. Can I come here now? What's happening? Oh, I need to be nearer to it? Okay, here we go. Oh, somebody's already stuck them on there. Can you believe it? They've already been stuck on there. Can't believe it. We can certainly get a bunch of those in there ready. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Like it. So, they can now get... Oh, but they haven't got any of these in there just yet. They're all over here, look. They are all over here. Let's break that. Break that. Break that. Okay. This is a complex shelf over here. It's got all sorts going on, isn't it? We don't need this at all. Do you have those over there? I think this shelf has them over there. Let's just have a quick look at the shelf a minute. Look. Yeah, we've got some mono speakers in there. I think I might just sort of largely empty this out, this shelf. I'll just empty that out. Yeah, and just end this. Or end all that. Yeah, just end all that. We're not going to need wooden cases anymore. So that's a spare shelf right there. Yeah, oh, that's pretty good. Not going to need that anytime soon. Oh, that's got a bunch of stuff in it. Interesting. Look, this has circuit boards. Amazing. So, I'm thinking we could use this, couldn't we? Shall we use this? He is pumping out these. Okay, so they can pick up those, they can pick up these, and they can pick up those, and then they can ship those back out to here, and it just fits within this shelf. And it also means, I mean, it's probably not a good idea that it just fits in there, but that's what we've done. And then we can pump those into there because we've what? Why can't I put those in there? There we go, because I wasn't close enough. That's absolutely fine. Anything else I can shove in there? No. What I can do though is come over here and stick those in there. Yeah, excellent. Ooh, okay, so it's another part of the process done, and we can assign this item now up and running, and they are operating, it turns out, on one shelf in the end, which I think I'm going to put more centrally for them. I might even get it right up in there for them. Yeah, like that. I think that's great. Oh my god, it's slow, isn't it? It's slow, but we're getting it done. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.